Jim. Got it in operation now. It's putting in 350 watts off the bifacial 400 into the power station. The sun is beginning to set, and you can see we have an angle. We also can increase that angle 5 to 10 degrees. I'm using a board over there to determine how far I want my jack stand to go and how long it needs to be to maximize my angle, which I think I've got it just right there. So in the morning, I will get a very similar angle just by taking the stand away and letting the tongue hit the ground. It will pretty much give me the same angle. So I am very satisfied. That means I will get an extra 90 minutes of good solar penetration in the morning, an extra 90 minutes of good solar penetration in the evening to late evening, and wow, that's an extra 3 hours of good solar a day in Maine, and that's a huge deal because we only get 4 to 6 hours of good solar penetration if you have a stationary mounted system. So this will give me between 7 and 9 hours of penetration every day, which will be nice. And in the winter, I'm thinking about 6 solid solar penetration hours per day, which is fantastic. But, you know, the calculations say 7. I'm only going to count on 6, although I think it could get as high as 8. As long as we're not in the winter solstice. But anyway, the solar tracker positioned, now in operation. I have to chalk one wheel, which it is right now, but I have to come up with a better fix, a pivot chalk, something that I can use to pivot, and then I have to cut and put a hinge on my stand at this end and add one more 100 watt panel down here on the end, and that will allow me to have 100 watts at 22 volts, 400 watts at 40 volts, 4 to 600 watts, depending on the bifacial penetration. And then this will give us 200 watts at 44 volts. So we'll have 3 different charging parameters we can work with, run all kinds of experiments. But not only that, I'm charging all my power stations, and man, it's almost good enough right now to take me off grid. But, you know, and if I want to, I can add the 3 400 watt panels, and I will have to run that test here in the next month or so, and that will tell me to interface with my new off-grid system that I'm building. And so just a lot of versatility with this. Again, my disclaimer is don't do this at home. Do anything I do on my channel at your own risk. Please always consult a professional when working with electricity of any kind. Electricity can be dangerous, so please be careful. And please always ask for help. Please, please, please. Okay? You know, when I do these projects, I've been working with solar for a long, long time, and electricity, and I've been to school on a physics level. And so, you know, I have a couple of advantages. I have a friend who's an engineer. I have another friend who's a master electrician. So when I do a plan, I always make sure I drop by one of their houses and let them go over it too, to make sure I am of sound mind. Because I'm old now, so I could be of not so sound mind, you know, any part of the day, right? So, you know, it's humorous when you get old, right? Can't remember anything. But anyway, there you go. The solar tracker, I am loving it. This project is 100% win in my opinion. And I've been getting some serious gusts, and the trailer has not moved, and it's not even properly set up yet. So that makes me very hopeful as well. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. I hope life's treating you good. And I hope you're taking care of things that you need to take care of that make you feel better about yourself and about life and about this world that we live in. You know, I try not to focus on all this negative energy out there, and I just try to get into action and make progress in my own life and have fun. I love playing with electricity, you know, but again, disclaimer, please be careful. Please consult a professional in all electrical work. Please do that for your own safety and for the safety of others and your property and everything else. Again, those are my disclaimers. Anyway, the solar tracker, Redneck solar tracker on a Harbor Freight trailer. I am loving it. Jim out.